Hi everyone, this is our third episode of Arash and Khan chat
Yes.
about systems thinking, and today we are going to continue the conversation about that team that Khan used to work at, which didn't have a product owner, right?
No. It was surprisingly everything was very fluid, and I guess the people in the business, people closest to the customers, were the product owners, or had the say in what we worked on, how we put it.
So you know, as an agile coach, agile practitioner, I always thought without product owner there's going to be chaos. We won't know what to do. There's going to be many voices. Now, how did it work in your team? Who would give you the requirements?
Funnily enough, when we started, the first 2 weeks were kind of boring, and the reason they were boring was because I had to go and get some data and understand what it was that it was going to be that we worked on. And I didn't do this on my own. I did this with someone close to the business who was in the contact center, whose job it was to answer phones. And literally the ask was, let's go find what is the next most important thing that we can automate. And that, to answer your question, that was the general feel. It was almost like data was the product owner.
That's crazy, man. So you were sitting in the call center, right?
Yes.
Would you take calls as well?
Not initially, but we sat with people, like we'd double jack, we'd listen to them. Eventually we did. Eventually we got to the point where I was able to sit in for a team leader who was on holidays for a month. So we knew their jobs so well. We had other people in our team who actually did take calls, who learned the job of the people that we were working with so closely, and everything like you see in lots of Kanban agile teams. You have that. You can swap your hats around. You wear many hats because the job is not the role. The job is the outcome.
So what was your job? Was your job to write code?
My job was to deliver what matters to customers.
That's purposeful organization, man. That's
right.
Purpose.
Yes, yeah, and
That's
it's really
wonderful.
exciting. It changes how why you get up in the morning, and you know that there is longevity. You know that you're not going to get a manager to come in and say, "Oh, look, sorry guys, you're all let go. Your project we didn't have the thing that we thought we were going to get, the outcome we thought we were going to get." You're not relying on somebody else. You can see for yourself, and you can adapt. You can work with your colleagues to build that outcome.
And what I found fascinating is that seeing the outcome of your work being so close that you can deliver a code and you can see it being used by the contact center staff or by yourself as you are answering calls, and seeing the impact that it has on the end client and how it's going to make your life easier and better.
That's right. And probably the thing that was different was that there's a lot of, in a traditional way of working, there's a handoff to a delivery team to make it a particular outcome, and they race really hard to make the outcome as it is on paper, but here, because you're responsible for the outcome collectively, you can pivot collectively, because you know right at the very start you don't have all the answers. No one has all the answers. And because everyone, as you go through, you learn things, and you go, the idea we had was wrong. It was misinformed, but now we've gone into it, we can pivot and we can still get the outcome, but just have a different approach, and that's totally fine.
Man, I love this. This is as agile as it gets, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think this is crazy. Imagine that. Yeah. Carry on.
I just got it funny you say that, because when I started, maybe a month or two in, I was starting to tell friends and colleagues this is post-agile. But there was it's definitely post-Scrum. It's definitely
definitely. Like, you would think without a product owner we can't do agile really, but this is better than agile. This is taking it to the next step, that you are completely integrated. It's your ultimate cross-functional team. You're not just developers and business analysts and product owners. you will have business people sitting with you, and you could even have customers and clients sitting with you and having input, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It stops becoming just it's the UX's team to go find clients, or you know, it's everyone going and seeing for themselves and being confident in that outcome that what they're building is the right thing.
Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed this video and this series so far. We will be giving you more snippets and views and techniques of building purposeful organizations in the future episodes. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arash.